The first time I had an iced matcha latte at a cafe, I was immediately hooked. I loved how it tasted, and I also liked the amount of caffeine it had compared to coffee. So I started going to new cafes, new shops, and I would try so many different drinks. But that meant that my bank account was taking a toll. So I wanted to learn how to make them myself so that I could save money and also customize them exactly to how I like. Many people are interested in making their own beverages at home for a couple reasons, such as saving money and also for convenience. Anyone can make an iced matcha latte at home. Today I'll be talking about 3 points. First, buying the appropriate ingredients and tools. Second, how to make the iced matcha latte. And third, how to customize them. Let's begin with my first point, buying the appropriate ingredients and tools. According to an article by Yujiro Matcha, there are mainly two kinds of matcha you can choose from. There's ceremonial and then culinary. They both serve their own purposes, so you can choose which suits your desires the best. For me, I enjoy drinking my matchas in lattes, and I also like adding stuff. So I like to pick culinary grade matcha, which is good for mixing into things such as lattes and even baking and cooking. According to an article by NeoTeas, you should use a bamboo matcha whisk to mix your matcha. Before I knew what tools were best for matcha, I would use a balloon whisk, and it was not good at all. It didn't mix well and it left a clumpy consistency. But once I tried a bamboo whisk, I found that the consistency was a lot more frothy and it was actually able to mix the matcha well. Moving on to my second point, making the iced matcha latte. According to the Canal Coffee Company, start by soaking your bamboo whisk in warm water and sifting your desired amount of matcha powder into a bowl. I used to use my bamboo whisk and not take care of it well, and I found that it would break down quickly and also cause whisking to be stiff. So now I like to soak it in warm water before because it softens the bristles and makes whisking easier. According to the Canal Coffee Company, add warm water to the matcha powder and whisk in a zigzag motion. When I was first learning how to make matchas, I would whisk in a circular motion, and it wasn't good at frothing up the matcha. But once I tried the back and forth method, I found that it was a lot more foamy and creamy. We've talked about buying the right ingredients and tools and how to make the matcha latte. Now for my third and final point, how to customize the latte. According to Joy to the Food, you can add many flavors to your matcha, such as fruity, nutty, or sweet flavors. I love trying different matcha recipes, and right now, one of my favorites is a strawberry matcha. I feel like it has a good balance of tartness and sweetness, and it's also really easy to make. I also like going to cafes and getting banana flavored matchas or even hojicha flavored matchas. According to Mais and Cocoa, milk changes the flavor and texture of your matcha, so it's important that you choose the right one for you. Popular choices include dairy milk, oat milk, and coconut milk. I personally struggle with a sensitive stomach, so I have to be careful when it comes to dairy. There have been a couple times where I've used dairy milk in my lattes, and it's led to bad stomach aches. So I've learned to use oat milk because, for one, it doesn't have dairy, and two, it also provides a very creamy and nutty flavor. In conclusion, anyone can make an iced matcha latte at home. Today I've talked about 3 points. First, buying the appropriate ingredients and tools, for example, getting the correct matcha powder and whisk. Second, how to make the iced matcha latte, for example, preparing the whisk, sifting your matcha, and mixing well. Third, how to customize your latte, for example, using different milks and sweeteners. So the next time you're craving a delicious and refreshing drink, you can try to make your own iced matcha latte. It's a convenient alternative to going out to cafes to purchase your drinks because you can just gather all the ingredients you need and then customize them exactly to your liking.